Oh, we're so low.
Hi. Hi, everybody. So cool to see you. Hi, are we all here? How was school today? I hope it was good. It was pretty good. Not good? Oh, okay. Well, my name is Mrs. Brandt, and I'm a children's programmer at the Masson Public Library. So I probably have seen some of you before, either at the library or maybe at your school. Yeah, or maybe at preschool, a long time ago. We usually get to come to your school in May to tell you all about our summer reading program, but not this year, but next year, hopefully we'll be back. All right. So I hope you can hear me okay. Yes? Great. Okay. So I'm going to have some fun things for you to do today that you'll get to do, and we'll take some drawing breaks, we'll take some dance break, and we'll get to do a couple crafts. At the end, we're going to make a craft like this. So you'll have that. I see that you have that in front of you there. That's good. You should have a packet of papers and some things to do. One of the things, we're not going to do it together, but you could do this at home. This is the color by number, which means that all the number ones will be green. So if you find a number 1 on here, color it green. And I wonder if you could guess what this picture is going to be when you color it in. What do you think? Go ahead, Shane. Yeah. This one's not as big of a surprise, but it might be. Yeah. So I heard that you guys might be interested in hearing about, see, I have my shark ears. I heard you guys might be interested in learning about oceans. So I don't know everything about oceans, but I do work in the library where they have some really cool books. So I picked up some books about sharks mostly and ocean animals, and I tried to plan a program for you. I sent a whole box full of books and puppets and a DVD for you guys for your classroom. Want to learn some more? I found out a couple things about sharks. You want to hear them? There are 350 types of sharks. So little teeny tiny ones you could hold in your hand to giant ones that would be bigger than those tables that you're sitting at. Maybe your whole classroom. Actually, the biggest shark is not a great white shark. It is actually called the whale shark. Which makes sense because whales are the biggest animal in the ocean, right? Yeah. Let's see. What else? Oh, sharks are fish. They have gills to help them breathe, just like fish. And they have to keep swimming if they don't want to sink. So in this book, I found one little cool fact I wanted to show you. It says, oh, don't do that to books, sorry. It says, sharks sleep with their eyes open. That's true. So sharks don't have eyelids like us, so they can't close their eyes and blink. So when they're asleep, they can't close their eyes, so one side of their brain is always awake so they can keep breathing while they're sleeping. So they have to have a little bit of their brain still awake at all times. I just thought that was cool. Okay. The first thing we're going to do, if you can find it, is a little piece of paper like this. Let's see. Oh, yep, you got it there. So it might be stapled onto your paper. It's okay to take that off. I mean, don't rip it, but just kind of pull it off there because we're going to start folding it. And have you ever heard of something called a cootie catcher? A cootie kid. That's what we used to call it when I was in school. Yeah, I don't know what they're actually called, but it looks like this. So it's a little game that you can play, and you stick your fingers inside of it and make it open and shut. Okay? So inside of here are all sorts of fun facts about ocean animals. And what you do is you pick one of these animals when it's all done. So like fish, okay? And you spell out the word fish. You open and shut it as many letters. So F-I-S-H. Okay, then you open it up to that, and you pick one of these little flaps, and you read it. This one says, I'm a mammal, just like us, we're mammals. I have teeth, and I'm very friendly. Does that sound like a shark? Yeah. No, I don't think they're very friendly. How about a dolphin? Yeah, a dolphin. And it has a number 4. So then you or your friend, you do this with a friend, open it and shut it 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and pick another fact and open it up and see what animal you get. So that's a fun thing to do at home, but here, let's start it, okay? So lay this down flat. I'm going to show you, move my camera and show you. Sorry I couldn't be there with you. Oh, that's not working. Okay. You want to fold it in half. So pick it up, fold it in half like that, like a little book, and make a nice sharp fold. It's called a crease, but like that, sharp. Okay? Good. And then open it back up, and then fold it the other way, from top to bottom. And fold that in half again, and make a nice sharp crease, a fold. And I'm sorry I'm not able to help you. I hope you're doing okay. And so when you do that, you can open it up again, and you should have something that looks like this, like a T, like a cross on there, on the back. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, lay it down flat. Oh, and then flip it over, like super fast. Flip. Yeah. Okay, take this corner, one corner, pick it up, and fold it into the middle. So right there in the middle of that T, that's where we're going. We're going to take our corner and fold it down right to the middle. And then make a nice sharp fold. And then you just keep doing that. Take another corner, fold it up. And if you need help, maybe somebody else at your table could help you. If they're done. And just keep folding it. So all 4 corners are folded into the middle. When you're all done, you'll have paper that looks like this. A little bit smaller square. Good. Okay. Now take that and flip it over. So right now you should be looking at a little square that has a bunch of animals on it. Just the animals, no words. Like a lobster, a dolphin, a whale. Okay. Are we all good? You got that?
Yeah.
Love the enthusiasm. Okay. Now we're going to make a little tiny triangle. So take the corner again and fold that into the middle of the paper, just like you did on the other side. But it'll be a little triangle now. And you should see some words and some numbers there. Okay. And do that 4 times. You're going to have to make a nice sharp crease, not fold, or push down. Sorry, teachers. I know I got you running around. Thank you so much. Okay. So when you're all done with that, you'll have a little small square with some numbers in the middle and some of the words. And those are all the facts about ocean animals. Pretty good. I think you're doing pretty good there, looks like. Okay, last thing, fold that little square over. Fold it in half. Then you'll be done. Make a nice crease, nice sharp fold like that. You're all done. Oh my goodness. If you have that, then you can stick your finger in it. Okay. Okay, where are you stuck? Is there anybody that has it done? That could show a couple people? Can you show your friends? I will make sure to send the instructions in email over there to you. That's a problem, but I think we left off like this, and then you fold that in half. So this is what you'll end up with. And then you just put your fingers in the bottom. Kind of open it up and put your fingers, 2 fingers from this hand, 2 fingers from this hand.
Okay.
This is probably the trickiest part. I promise everything else is going to be better.
Oh, wait. No, I can help you with chicken animal. How do you Okay, how does she go like different ways?
Okay. This might take a little longer for some of you, and that's okay. Let's set it aside. Okay, you have like a tray there or something. Just set it aside in your tray. If you want to keep working on it, we're going to do a song right now. Take a little dance break. Dance break. So you are welcome to stand up if you want to. This is going to be a song called Slippery Fish. Okay, so I brought my fish with me, but you could make a fish with your hands like this. Slippery fish, slippery fish. Okay, so we'll make a fish. Then the next thing that comes up is the fish is going to be eaten up in the ocean. Usually the larger animals will eat the smaller ones, right? So big fish will eat small fish. octopus. An octopus is going to eat this fish. So can you make an octopus with your hands like this? Like a squiggly? There you go. Then the next thing is a tuna fish, and he's really big. He swims through the water like this. He flashes through the water. It's what's called perfect. Then there is a gigantic shark that eats up that big tuna fish. How could you make a shark? Like this, maybe? Big jaws? Oh, yeah, big ones. Okay. And then the last thing is an enormous whale. So usually I go like this, enormous whale. And when they eat the bigger fish eats the littler one, he goes gulp, 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 gulp. And at the end, does anybody know how to burp?
Yeah.
Or pretend? Okay. Our whale is going to make a big burping sound, so you can do that too, okay? Excuse me. You always have to say excuse me. Ah, okay. So, let me get my guys here. Here we go. I'm going to share my screen with you. And we'll play slippery fish. So starting off, you're going to use your hands to make a little fish swimming through the water.
She's sharing the screen. Oh, she's okay.
Okay, here you go. Slippery fish sliding through the water. Slippery fish, slippery fish. Oh, oh, oh. Oh no, it's been eaten by octopus. Octopus in the water, squiggling in the water. Octopus, octopus. Oh, oh, oh. Oh no, he's been eaten by tuna fish flashing in the water really fast. Tuna fish, tuna fish. Oh, oh, oh. Oh no, he's been eaten by great white shark, great white shark, lurking in the water. Great white shark, great white shark. Oh, oh, oh no, he's been eaten by humongous whale, floating in the water. They breathe through that big hole in the top of their head. A spout. Now he's gonna burp. Ready? Burp. Pardon me. Oh no.
I did. I did. Bye.
Hey. Nice job, everybody. Let's see.
Thank you.
Okay. So, you guys wanted to learn a little bit about ocean animals, so I made a Kahoot game. You guys play that at school ever? Kahoot?
Let's go.
Maybe some of you? Okay. So usually you do that with your computer screen or your phone, maybe. But we don't have that right now. Eek. So I gave you each a little book like this. You might see that. There you go. And you can take the paper clip off. There should be 4 answers. So when I ask you the questions, if you think the answer is the red one, just hold up the red one and I'll be able to see how many people think it's red or blue. So it'll be a little bit different because we don't have our computer, your own computer there. But you'll get to answer. Now, you might not know the answer because you don't know everything about oceans, but maybe you could guess, okay? So if you don't know the answer, what do you think sounds right, and guess. So just hold up one of your answers, whichever one you think is right. Okay, here we go. We ready? You got your answers?
Yeah.
Yes. I would lay them out in front of you so you can grab them. And I'm going to get the Kahoot game up here. Here it is. Oh, I kind of gave you the answer there, didn't I? All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. The first question is, there's a picture of a jellyfish. Now, do you think jellyfish have eyes? So if you think they do have eyes, yes is red, no is yellow, or blue is they're born with eyes, but then the eyes disappear.
Oh, no way.
Oh, wow. A lot of people are saying no, but a couple are saying, maybe they do have eyes that disappear. Yeah. Your answer was no. Most of you got that right. All right. Let me get this a little closer so I can see. Good. Question. Here comes question number 2. Sharks are older than dinosaurs. The dinosaurs are 200 million years old. So, true or false? Is it true that sharks are older than dinosaurs? Or false, blue, green, I'm not sure. Or gold is sharks are over 400 million years old. What do you think? A lot of people saying red,
Yeah.
a blue, and a green. But almost everybody was right. It is true. And then this would be right too, okay? Sharks are over 400 million years old. So they're like twice as old as dinosaurs. I had no idea. Okay, question number 3. Ready? What do sharks eat? Fish? People? Let's see. Okay, most people are saying fish. I see somebody said people. Oh, someone thought they eat people. You better not go to the ocean. Fish. Yay! You guys almost all got it right. Yes. These are smart people. I think that if sharks ate chicken nuggets, they would really like them, but they don't have any chicken nuggets underwater. They'd be soggy. Question 4. Ready? Here we go. Sharks have bones. Yes, they do have bones. Red. Or blue is the fin, the part on the top there has bones, but the rest of his body doesn't. How about sharks have no bones? That's yellow. Green, sharks are made out of cartilage. What do we think? Green was right, and yellow was right. So these are the right answers. They don't have any bones. They just have a skeleton like we do. Our skeleton is inside made up of our bones, but theirs is made out of this hard thing called cartilage. It's a little bit more flexible than bones. You can't break the cartilage. So, has anybody broken a bone? I hope not, but. Oh, okay. So you know what that's like. You can break a bone, but you can't break a bone. Well, I hope you never do. Beautiful. Okay, question 5. Which way do crabs walk? Red, they go forwards. Yellow, they go backwards. Blue, they go sideways. Or green, they hop. Okay. A lot of people said blue. I would say they hop.
Yeah.
You got it right. They walk sideways. Can you imagine having to walk sideways all the time? That's crazy. Okay. Question 6, I think. There's only 10. Okay. Oh, I saw this on Finding Nemo. What fish has a light on their head? So he has a light that looks like a flashlight. Is it called a catfish, a shark, a dolphin, or an anglerfish? Green. Yep, you're right. An anglerfish. Look at those teeth, though. Oh my gosh, that's scary. So anglerfish, they live really far down in the ocean. There's different parts of the ocean, like this part behind me is the top part. There's lots of sunlight. And there's a middle that's a lot darker. And then at the very, very bottom, about a mile down below the surface, a mile, that's a long way. It's very pitch dark. So fish like that have to have lights if they want to see. That's what I learned. Okay, question 7. Where do sea turtles lay their eggs? So when they're going to have a baby, they lay their eggs for the baby in the water, in the bathtub, on land, or at the bottom of the sea. Now, some of you might have gone to and seen this. Okay, some people think it's on land, and some people saying bottom of the sea. It's on land. They come out of the water, they walk onto the beach, and they make a nest on the beach. So 1, 2, 3. So if you go to the beach this summer, you might see a nest with a bunch of turtle eggs waiting to be hatched. So you want to leave that alone. Usually they mark it off and they put a little fence up. So then those little baby sea turtles, they hatch out of their eggs when they're ready to be born. They're really little. They're about the size of they fit in your hand. And they walk down the beach and they go into the ocean and swim away. It's fun to see. Okay, question 8. How do the dolphins breathe? Through their nose, through their mouth, through a blowhole, or a straw? I'll give you a little hint. It's right there. Can you see that? Someone said a straw. They don't have straws. They shouldn't have straws. Oh, it's not that. It's a blowhole. You did it. Yep, that thing on the top of their head is called a blowhole, and that's where the air comes out, and they spout air and water sometimes. Question 9. What do dolphins eat? This one's eating pizza, but that's not right. Okay, do they eat crabs, fish, plants, or strawberries? Oh, I love strawberries. Is it on there? That's not the answer. They don't eat pizza. They like fish because there's lots of fish in the ocean. That's what they have. They don't have any strawberries there or chicken nuggets. Okay. Question 10. How do sharks breathe? So do they use their gills to get oxygen from the water? Do they use their nose? Do they use scuba gear? Or do they not breathe?
They do not breathe.
This is just a joke. Actually, that's not. The answer is yeah. They have gills. Air comes in through their gills. Awesome. You guys are doing great. Okay, 2 more questions. Ready? What happens if a starfish breaks off one of those tentacles? So those little legs you see there, those little points, so those can break off, and that happens sometimes. What happens? What does it turn into a tree? Do they grow a new tentacle? Does it grow back? Or does it never grow back? Or do you think it turns into a bird? That's kind of silly. Yeah, I think you all got that right. They can grow a new tentacle. It just grows back. That's pretty cool, I think. Last question. I think I said this earlier. Will sharks die if they stop swimming? Maybe I didn't. Do they have to keep swimming all the time? So remember I was saying if they're asleep, they have to stay awake. So what do you think? Is that true? Do they have to keep swimming or they'll die? True, false? You can say if they stop swimming, they stop getting oxygen. Yeah, actually all of those are right except for false. Yeah. So all 3 of these are right. They use this thing, this thinking system, so that while they're sleeping, they can still breathe. Remember I told you that part of their brain stays awake to tell them to keep swimming or to keep breathing. So, all right, nice job, everybody. Give yourself a hand. I actually think you guys got almost all of those right, if not all of those right. A lot of you got them all right there. All right, let's see. All right, so we should probably take a little break. How about a drawing break? So can you find a piece of paper? So you should probably have a piece of paper like this or white. You can use either one. Nice big tall piece of paper, the big tall one. And we're gonna make a shark. It opens up like this, ready? So you can surprise people. Okay, so first thing you want to do, I'm going to take my paper. Take your paper and fold it. Take it from the top, fold it in half down to the bottom. Let me grab a paper and show you. Okay, here's your paper. Start at the top, fold it down, fold it in half. Fold it in half like that. Make a nice. Okay, so it should be long like this. Now I see somebody went like this, like real skinny and tall. Let's not do it that way. So open it up. That's okay. Open it up and start here at the top and go down like that. Perfect. Here you go. You got it. Make a nice fold across the top. Okay. Put your hand. Can you put your hand down here at the bottom? Got it? Pull that up. Just that little flap. And fold it again. So it's a nice little skinny fold right about here. I'll just put this down and show you. Can you see me? So you have a little flap at the top. Got it? Yeah, so she's holding it up. The little girl with the, yep, there. You see that? She's holding it up. She's got that right. I just love that some of you are helping each other by showing you or walking around and helping them fold it. That's really nice. Good leadership. Yes, somebody had a question there. She just needs some help. Okay. All right. Then turn it over. So turn your paper over and you're going to do it again. So put your hand down at the bottom. See where my hand is? And fold that up to the top. Make another little flap and fold it up to the top. As soon as we get this folding done here, then we can draw. We're almost done. So when you're all done, you'll have this nice, long, skinny thing, folded paper. Kind of like that. There you go. I see somebody has a blue one. She's holding it up. Or they're holding it up. Yep. There you go. That's just right. Yep. I see that. That you got it. Perfect. Okay. If you have this skinny one, then we're just going to open up one side. So unfold it a little bit. And you're just going to have a little flap at the top. Let me get up here. Yeah. Okay. So you should have the folded part should be at the top. So that you can open it up like that. Remember? That's how we're going to do it. So you should have a little paper like this, and it has a fold at the top. Then pick up your marker or your crayon or your pencil, whatever you want to use. And start here and draw an upside down U. Put your pencil on the paper over here by the edge and draw kind of a big upside down circle or U like that. And that's going to be above the fold. Here's your fold. Put your pencil above the fold and draw an upside down circle, half circle, or U. If you have that, then put your pencil back down under the fold, and on the bottom part, we're going to draw another half circle or a U, like that. So it'll look like a circle or kind of an oval. And then draw two little circles for eyes on either side, on both sides. Draw little circles, and maybe put a little dot inside. Color that in. So make a couple eyes. See that? Yeah, if you can help somebody, that'd be awesome. Okay, if you have your eyes, then right in the middle, make two little circles for noses, for nostrils. Those are your nostrils on your nose. So I'm going to make a little nose. Their shark face. to draw a upside down V at the top. There's his fin, upside down V. And a couple little V's at the bottom. A big V like that. Those are his fins. And that's where we're going to stop. So let me know when you get to that point. How are we doing? Everybody have their eyes? And 2 little circles for our nose. And a fin at the top and 2 at the bottom. All right, you can keep working on that. I'm going to read you a story. I just have one story for you, but while you're working on that, this is called The 3 Little Fish and the Big Bad Shark by Ken Guy, and published by Scholastic Publishing. Once upon a time, there lived a mama fish and her 3 little fish. They were named Jim, Tim, and Kim. It's time now, said Mama, for each of you to make a home in the deep blue sea. So off they swam. The first little fish, named Jim, swam away and met a seahorse playing in some seaweed. That's this green stuff right here. He said, "Can I have some seaweed so I can build a house?" Oh, he saw a seahorse. I'm sorry. And the seahorse said, "Take as much as you want," said, "as much as you can carry." So Jim gathered up the seaweed and made a wee little house out of seaweed. Along came. Jim had just finished building the seaweed house when he heard a big, bad shark come knocking at the door. Little fish, let me come in." And the little fish trembled and said, "Not by the skin of my finny fin. Then I'll munch and I'll crunch and I'll slash your house in," roared the shark. So the big bad shark munched and crunched and ate up every bit of that seaweed house. Jim the fish swam away just in time. Soon Jim found his brother Tim and said, "Don't worry, Jim. We fish stick together, so you can help me build a sandy little house." So he made his house out of sand. Jim and Tim had just started to relax in the sandy little house when the big bad shark came knocking at the door. Little fish, let me come in." To which the brave little fish said, "Not by the skin of my finny fin. Then I'll munch and I'll crunch and I'll smash your house in," roared the shark. So the big bad shark munched and crunched until he got a sandy mouthful and the little house crumbled. Jim and Tim swam and swam until they reached their sister Kim. Kim was setting up her house in an old wooden ship. Do you think that'll be good? The big bad shark destroyed our house. "Don't worry," she said. "You can come live with me." And they did. Well, the 3 little fish had just finished lunch when they heard the big bad shark come knocking at their door. Little fish, let me in." To which the smart fish replied, "Not by the skin of my finny fin. Then I'll munch and I'll crunch and I'll smash your house in," roared the shark. The big bad shark munched and crunched, but he could not smash the house in. And all of his teeth fell out. Oh no. Now he's not so scary, is he? The three little fish were safe at last. And now the big bad shark had to eat seaweed for lunch instead. That's a lot like the three little pigs, huh? And the big bad wolf. Speaking of which, this summer, our summer reading club at the library is going to be all about fairy tales like that and mythology and stuff and some cool things. So we hope that you come to the library this summer for our summer reading club. Okay. Let me think here. Getting close. How about we take another song and dance break? Who knows Baby Shark song? Baby Shark? Okay. Me too. So if you don't know it, you can make a baby shark with your fingers like this. Little baby shark. Little baby shark. Then there's mommy shark with your hands.
Well, that's baby.
Then daddy shark is real big with your arms. Then grandma shark, make two fists. Put your fists together like this. That's her little teeth. That's her gums. And grandpa is the same way, only bigger. And then we'll swim away and go hunt, okay? So I don't know if you're allowed to stand up. Is that okay? If you're allowed to stand up, you can do that, or you can stay seated. Let me get done.
Stay in your area, okay? Stand up, everybody can stand up. Stand up, please, my baby shark. Oh no.
Here she goes. Okay, ready with your baby shark? Shark, baby shark, baby shark, baby shark. Mommy shark, mommy shark, mommy shark. Daddy shark, daddy shark, daddy shark, daddy shark. Grandma shark, grandma shark, grandma shark, grandma shark. Grandpa shark, grandpa shark, grandpa shark, grandpa shark. Go hunting, let's go hunting, let's go hunting, let's go hunt. Wait, throw away. Yes. Woo. Shoo. Save it last. Woo. Save it last. The end. It's the end. It's the end. It's the end. All right. That's just going to keep going. So I don't think we have time for that. Let me go ahead. Come back. All right. So let's pick up your. Let's finish up our shark. So open up your paper all the way. I'm going to show you real quick how to finish it. You might have to finish it later. So all you need to do is draw from the top to the bottom. Draw a nice tall line all the way to the top to the bottom, from here to there. Open nice to finish his mouth, a nice big mouth like that on both sides. Then you want to draw a line underneath the fold. See the folded part? Okay, draw a line under the fold like that. And then there's a fold right here. Draw a line on top of that fold. So that way, when we fold it up, it's hidden. Okay. And then we're going to connect those two with lines. That's not the greatest, Mrs. Brandt. So you need to have a little square inside, a square. And then you can just draw some teeth, some upside or some V's like that, some sharp teeth. And some sharp teeth on the bottom, upside down V's there. So you draw some teeth at the top and the bottom. And then I drew kind of a circle here in the middle. And that's where his tongue went. All right. So then all you do is, here, I have one finished. You fold it up again. So it's like that. You fold it up. And okay. And if you want, you can add bubbles or other stuff from the ocean there, or color them in. Okay. Oh, I see. That looks good. Awesome. How much time do we have? Do we have a couple more minutes, or I have to ask your teachers? This is something, do we have about 5 more minutes, or do you need to finish up? Oh, we're good? Okay. All right. So this one, I think you can figure out how to do it yourself. We're going to wait till the end, and if you have time, you can do that. But you just take, so you have a kit right there. You have it in your, I think it's all tied together. There's like a little bag. Yep. So don't open that yet, okay? Because you might want to just take that home and do this. But all you need to do is just put some glue on there. Put some glue on the paper plate or glue stick or something. And then rip up the paper, the little tissue paper, and put it all over there and put it on top of the glue. And then there's a little googly eye. All you do is just put some glue on your paper and put the googly eye on. And it's all set to hang up. Okay. So that's something you could probably take home and do that. Why don't you do that at home? How about we have one more thing? If you want to go on an adventure with me real quick, why not? How about an ocean adventure? And this is called Choose Your Own Ending. So we have lots of books at the library called Choose Your Own Ending, where you read the story, and at the end of the chapter, they're real short chapters, and at the end it says, what do you want to do next? So your character, you might decide, I'm going to run down that hallway, or you might say, no, I'm going to stay here and hide in the closet, And so you get to decide. And if you decide to run down the hall, it says turn to page 8. And then you get to do that. And so the cool thing is that the story changes all the time. So you get to choose the ending. So we're going to do that here. Now, it's not going to be quite the same because you all might have a different idea of what to do, right? So we're not all going to agree. But we'll give it a try. Okay, so this is called Take Your Own Adventure in the Ocean. Oopsie. Hang on a second, let me show you what I'm seeing. Okay, it's going to be up on the screen here. Can you see that? There you go. Take your own adventure in the ocean. So let's pretend that we're all on a boat on the ocean. We're in a class. You guys are all on like a field trip together. And your teachers are like, hey, let's go out on the ocean in the boat, right? So we're on a field trip. and all of a sudden you hear somebody from behind you say, grab your stuff. It's almost your turn to jump in. As you peek out, the sun sparkles on the water. The beach is far away. The boat is moving up and down with the waves, and the person says, get your stuff. You need to go find some fish. So what do you do next? Should we put the goggles on our face, put the air tank on like a backpack, and jump in the ocean? Or should we stay on the boat? Who says we should jump in the ocean? A couple people are brave. You think, and does everybody else want to stay on the boat? Who wants to stay on the boat? Okay. Well, I see a lot of people say stay on the boat, so let's see what happens. I'm with you. Okay, I stayed on the boat. As you stand on the boat, the other kids take their turn to jump in the water, and one of them says, jump in. So what do? Close your eyes and jump in, or yell, here I come, and do like a cannonball? How about hop in? Cannonball. Yeah, okay, let's do that. All right, here I come, jumping in. Splash! Your body is under the water, but your head keeps popping up. You blink. The goggles kept the water out of your eyes, and something jumps out of the water, and you look. What do you see? Something's jumping out of the water. Do you think it's a stingray or a dolphin? Who thinks it's a stingray?
I do stingray.
Okay. Who says dolphin?
Oh, wait.
Okay. A lot of people are saying dolphin, so let's choose dolphin. Now, we can do this you can do this lots of different ways, but okay, we chose dolphin. Oh, how cool is that? The first animal you saw was a dolphin. But wait, a dolphin isn't a fish. Remember, we're looking for a fish. Fish have gills that help them get air in the water, and a dolphin is a mammal like people. So instead of a nose, they have a blowhole at the top of their head, and that's how they get air. Okay, so the dolphin's not a fish, so we'll say no. Okay, so the dolphin dives under the surface of the water. What do? Float and keep your head up above water, or do you think you should go underwater and follow the dolphin?
Underwater.
Underwater?
Yeah.
Some people don't want to go underwater. I get that. But let's go underwater. Oh, we're under the water now. Wow, you can see great with your goggles on, and no water goes up your nose. You look around, though, and the dolphin must have swum away. But you see an animal there. There's some long things, like little strings floating behind it. And they're thin and they're floating. What do you think that is? Is it a jellyfish? You think I think it's all right, I'm going to choose jellyfish. Okay, no, bring it down. Quiet. Okay. I hear you. You said jellyfish, so we're going to pick jellyfish. Here we go. Good job. It was a jellyfish. You were right. Awesome. Yep. Now, don't be tricked by its name. It's not a fish made out of jelly. The thin tentacles might wiggle like jelly, but the animal's not a fish. It's an invertebrate. That means it doesn't have a backbone. So can you sit up real tall like this? Like a stretch, maybe? That back, when you stretch that backbone, that's your spine. That's the backbone. We have that. And they have one too. And the tentacles that they have can sting. And they use that for protection. So if an animal gets too close, they just sting them. So, does a jellyfish have tentacles? Yes, we know that. Okay. So now we got to decide. We need to find our fish yet. We haven't found it. So should we swim to the left? How many people say left? Or you could swim to the right. Right. Needs to go right. Yeah. I'm going to choose right. We got right. We're going right. There's no turning back. I swam to the right. Look at all those rocks down on the ocean floor. They're all different shapes and colors. They're amazing. But wait, are those rocks moving? Rocks can't move. Can't be a rock. What do you think it is? A sea anemone or a starfish? Starfish. I chose starfish. I know. Just like a jellyfish is not a fish, the starfish is not a fish either. No, they aren't. They, well, we learned that they can grow back or grow a new limb if it gets broken off. They are invertebrates. That means they have that backbone. Gotta keep looking for a fish. Okay, what are we gonna do? We could swim closer, see what else is moving on the rocks, or swim over to a friend. I think we should go see what's in the rocks. How about that? I don't know what's gonna happen. Let's see. I've never done this one. Oh, okay. These are the rocks that they were talking about, but it's not a rock, it's moving. It looks like a plant that's floating and moving in the water. It's an animal, actually. It's actually an invertebrate because it has that backbone. It has tentacles too, and it will sting predators or enemies to protect itself. These tentacles, those little floaty things, or feely things, they have poison, toxins, or poisons in them. So most of the animals stay away from that because they'll get hurt. Do all animals stay away from it?
No.
Yes.
No.
He's right. Not all animals stay away from it. That's what we read. That looks like Nemo. Oh, that's a clownfish. Clownfish or Nemo do not get sick or die from the toxins. So they can stay near that animal and they stay there for like protection. So they stay nearby because they know no other fish will come near. I know. It says, well, that's not, we didn't see a fish yet. So let's see. Shall we swim back to the boat? We can swim to our friend or swim back to the boat. I want to go to the boat. Okay, I started to swim back to the boat, but I swam deeper in the water than I thought. The sunlight sparkles down and shines from above the surface of the water. Now you'll need to swim through the school of fish to get back to the surface. School of fish? Guess what? We found the fish. We needed to find the fish. We found them.
I'm good.
Okay, well, we're almost done because we found our fish. So let's see. We got to swim through it. So I'm going to click on that. I will swim through the fish.
I'll become the fish.
Your head pops out of the water. Your body moves up and down the water again. It's hard to see at first with that bright sunlight because it was darker underwater. You smile up at the others on the boat. Did you see any fish? Somebody calls. I sure did, and many other animals too.
Did we get the fish?
So we did. We went through the school of fish and got back to the boat. So we have to choose if we're happy or sad. I think we should just be happy.
I want to be sad. Happy. You feel
sad?
Happy.
I think happy we're on the boat in the sun. All right. Here we go. You guys did awesome. So I think that's all I have. Oh, there is one more thing. You could try and do this at home, but I made this little fish. So I gave you a little piece of paper, the little square. They're different colors. Mine's blue. You might have yellow or orange. And it's called a moving fish. So you can cut it and it moves like it's swimming. But you might be getting tired of sitting. I'm not sure. Do you want to try and make one? Yes.
I'm good.
You're good? Yeah, I get you. I feel you. How about I send the instructions to your teachers and you can try it another time. You just have to use your scissors. It will take a little time to cut up all this. So that's all I have. I hope that you had some fun. And I hope you can come to the Massillon Library sometime, or our bookmobile. Our bookmobile comes to Whittier to, I think they come to the after school program. So I hope that you can come on the bookmobile at least, or come to our library. We have a summer reading program where you get lots of prizes. We're doing some reading. As long as you read something each week, like an hour a week, you can come back into our library and get prizes, or you can do it online like we're doing right now. And we have lots of programs online and a couple, I think, that will be at our library. So thanks so much for joining me today. Have a good week. I hope you get to play outside. Oh yeah, thank you. You're welcome. Thanks for hanging out with me.